Good morning, student. Today I am going to explain about the most important phenomenon of light for class 10 physics, refractions through glass slab. You just know that, as we know that refractions takes place for a pair of media, optical media. Refractions only takes place if there is a number of or two, at least two medium, optical medium is present. So when light travels through different optical medium, the path of the light is changed. The change of the phenomenon of change of path of light from its original path is known as refraction of light. So the phenomenon of bending of light from one optical medium to another medium is known as refraction of light. If light ray travels through glass slab, we just get such type of diagram activating. Now let us see here. AO is incident ray, AO is incident ray, and OB is just it bends towards the normal because air is a rarer medium and glass is denser medium in comparison to air. Now then the light ray bends toward the normal. Bends toward the normal. From this second surface here, second edge, it again comes out. This final coming out ray of light is known as emergent ray. So BC is emergent ray. Okay. BC is emergent ray. Now just we draw, if you take the scales and just draw here, you get dotted line, emergent line here, and this is extended incident ray. Extended incident ray. Now this, the distance between extended incident ray of light and emergent ray, which is known as the lateral shift, lateral displacement. Lateral displacement is the perpendicular distance between emergent ray and extended incident ray of light. Okay, that is lateral shift. It depends upon thickness of the glass. Thickness of the glass. Here we will just draw now AB incident ray. Once again, OB is refracted ray. OB is refracted ray. Now angle I, angle of incidence. So angle I is equal to angle of emergent. How it can be? We will just see after that. The glass slab, I have written the name of that PQRS. Mu A is refractive index of air. You can write here mu G is equal to refractive index of glass. Refractive index of glass. Now here we can see now the first of all angle I. Angle I is angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. And angle E, A dash, B and C is angle of emergent ray, angle of emergent, which is always equal to angle E, which is always equal, because first medium is air, second medium is glass slab, again this is the first medium, then of that it can be equal now. So we can find that now from that sin R and sin I R form, you can find that now. So how can we just see that refractive index of glass with respect to air medium? Now sin I by upon sin R. Again this is now for that. So So refractive index of air with respect to glass, we can also find now here sin r dash by sin e. E is angle of emergence. Now we can see that here. How we can see that? Just see here now. Angle of I and angle of R. Here angle sin R is equal to sin R dash. Alternate angle of R dash is alternate angle here. Just there are two parallel lines, and after that this is the angle of refraction. This is again angle of incidence, which is equal to alternate angle. If we find that, if we solve this, we can get. How can we get? Just so right here from that part, I'm going to rub this part and just see here. Okay, try to solve this. So sin mu a g is equal to what happens? 1 by mu a g. What will happen? So just see here, sin I by sin r is equal to, just try to look here, sin e is equal to sin r dash. Now this equation is as we know that from here. What happens from that? So just as we know that from here, mu refractive index of glass with respect to air is into refractive index of glass air with glass is equal to 1 unit. You know that this law. From that we can find that. So now how we can calculate? Just try to see that from equation 1 and 2. This is from equation 1 and 2. Here you can write from 1 equation and 2. Okay, so this is here what will happen? Angle R is equal to angle R dash, alternate angle. So this can be cancelled. Now this is again here we can write, so sin I is equal to sin E. So angle I is equal to angle. Thus angle of incidence must be equal to angle of emergence in this case. Okay, understand? So please, we just observe that angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence if light ray passes through glass slab. We observe that angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence. So what happens in glass slab? First of all, light travels from air and enters the glass slab. Due to thickness of the glass slab, it behaves as a denser medium, and light bends towards the normal, and when comes out, it again moves away from the normal, and the final medium is again air. That's why it moves with same angle of incidence, which is known as angle of emergence. So angle of emergence. In this medium, the path of light original path, the incident ray of light and emergent ray, there is parallel, and they are parallel between both. There is a constant distance. So So perpendicular distance between the extended incident ray and emergent ray is known as lateral shift. Okay, thank you. Thanks.